And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. That's caught. It's McKenzie.
I like the mince, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what a catch, big fella.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're going back to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick the field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Flushed out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Got it. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for the defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
And the Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Breaks the tackle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Illinois experienced a resurgence under Brett Bielema a year ago. He's been at 3 different power programs, but this was his best season in more than a decade, guys.
And it seems like Bielema's got a recipe to win, and it's usually ground and pound. But how about this offense with Luke Altmaier at quarterback last year? Through the air, they became good and proficient and started to change the identity of Illinois, and had a great season and finished with a big bowl win against South Carolina.
So a big key then is Luke Altmaier and taking that next step this year, too, to really help out this offense, be more explosive and win games maybe some different ways, not always have to rely on running the football and playing great defense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Arkin. Flying down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Illinois!
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Rushes on him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
give on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the fourth down.
The RPO, it's complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Trojans are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man. It's Lemon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. Looking for a man. It's Mayaba. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. Third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Complete downfield. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. This is a money play on third and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Trojans. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary and you make that big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Pressure coming. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's loose. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Illinois, after that big gainer, might want to see if that works again. To the air, it's Altmaier. Now adjusting. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. They'll run the toss. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Hines is back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. It's third and long. You've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. What we're going to need is change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Direct snap. It's Sanders. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Unloads to the right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Lets it fly. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Throwing on the run. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Got his man downfield. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Clement. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Lost the fire on second down. Quickly complete. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Looking downfield on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Arkin. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Snap in the shotgun. Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders are playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And they get him down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gonna run it. It's Sanders. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He'll get rid of it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
The inside handoff. It's a seam wide open. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the
touchdown, Fighting Illini. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
They go to the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, Don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going for the big play. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown USC. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets to his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Here's the pressure. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Brings it down on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Turning on the Jets. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Illini.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Looking for more room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Illinois. He would not be denied.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the Jets and take it the distance?
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Throwing right. Good as man. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
This time it's complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Final play of the quarter coming. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Sanders. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield striker, 49.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end, that speed off the edge?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack. Set him back, but they'll go for it here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This one's complete. Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number one. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I tell you what, these are so frustrating, right? He drops back. It's a pass. He wants to throw the football. But when he starts scrambling, these are those chances where you get those chase down poke outs or hit the QB as hard as you can to try to force a fumble. You got to do something to get the offense the football back.
Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires left. It's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Toss to the outside. Fights off the defender. He's got enough for the first down.